The Guru is live with Neighborhood Cleanup Day.
Good morning. It's a great day to build your business in real estate. We're talking neighborhood cleanup, and you might be thinking already, why would we be talking about going and cleaning up somebody's neighborhood? Because we're trying to make a relationship between you and the neighborhood so you can show your value and build a relationship, because a relationship equals referrals equals building your business larger than ever before. And we're going to get into the depth of this right after this.
So, Rod, how can a cup of coffee improve my career in real estate?
Well, one cup of coffee is how we start our mornings, and it's not a stranger in real estate. We have coffee with our clients all the time. Even bigger than that, we can sit down with one cup of coffee, talk about your goals, make your business bigger, and push you to heights that you can't even believe.
That's right. And I'll tell you, working for Rod and I, you can be pushed because he's a workhorse.
I love real estate, and I want to share my passion with building your career in real estate as soon as we can pour the next cup of coffee.
So how about a cup of coffee with us?
I look forward to having a cup of coffee with you and having a discussion of a career change as soon as possible.
Thank you. So the Guru is back, and he's going to continue talking about the neighborhood cleanup.
Okay, here we go. Now grab your cup of coffee this morning. I've got mine from Black Rifle Coffee this morning, and it's fantastic. I make a cup of espresso with a mocha pot. All right. So we're talking about building your career. This is a specific way to build your career. We're not talking about wasting your time. We're talking about building your career so you are getting referral after referral after referral. Not only referrals, but direct appointments, because people will see the value. So first thing is, you've got to choose an area. You have to choose a neighborhood that you want to be in. Okay, well that's definitely the simplest of all the pieces that we're going to go over today, is choosing an area. But you do have to choose something. And when I say choose something, you have to choose something that you're going to stick with. This is not a one-timer. This is not a one-time event. You won't build business in a neighborhood by showing up out of nowhere, doing a one-time event, and going away. Nobody will remember you. It's like the people who say, oh, I made a video and I look foolish. Well, don't worry. It's your video, the one video you made and you published it. Nobody but your mom ever seen it. This is very similar in neighborhood cleanup. Or, by the way, I'm using neighborhood cleanup. You can do lots of neighborhood events, whether it's a neighborhood concert or a neighborhood sweep up or a neighborhood donation bag, a neighborhood donation product that you're bringing around. It's just any kind of service that you're looking to do. No problem. But a cleanup is a nice one because everybody gets on board with, a spring cleanup or a fall cleanup, or you're coming around saying, I'm going to help you dig out your drains for the fall. All the leaves have come down. And yet, by the way, yes, it's going to be work. No one said that this career wasn't going to be a bunch of work. Of course, it's going to be a bunch of work. That's okay. You are busy showing your credibility and earning the trust of the neighborhood to put together a relationship with the people so they know that you're serious about their neighborhood. If you can't show that you're serious about their neighborhood, you will have ultimately nothing. People are suspect. They are skeptical. They want to know why you want to be involved. You have to show the love. You have to show you want to be there. And yes, it's going to take at least a year. You want to be there for years doing multiple events. And you got to be involved in things that aren't your program. I want you to have a program. And that program can be a cleanup event. It can be lots of things, but certainly it can be a cleanup event because people don't often go and choose a cleanup event. So first, choose your neighborhood. Your neighborhood needs to be large enough that would eventually yield you business. Now, that's a little tough because when you're talking about a cleanup event, people think about, well, I want this one street and there's 5 houses on it. That's not big enough. You've got to get multiple streets going on. Hopefully, you've got at least 150 homes in the area that you're attaching yourself to. This is critical. It's very important that you find enough, pardon me, everything's different on a Monday morning. You get up and your whole morning goes different. Okay, so you've got to attach yourself to enough homes in the area that it's going to make sense to build your business over time. If you attach yourself to 5 homes, what do you expect to get? In a few years, one's going to sell, or if one sold this year, you're going to get nothing for several years. Come on, you've got to think about the stats of this. You also have to think about something that you don't mind doing. You don't mind being involved in. It's not upsetting to you. As they said to me in the grocery business lots of years ago, when the old lady comes in and complains about the soured milk, and she says she wants a replacement, and you give her a replacement milk, don't complain about what you're giving away. That's not how you earn business. Hand it to them humbly and be thankful for their business. They're coming back because they trusted you. Just like the old lady with the milk, she came back because she trusted you, and you have earned her respect. You've earned her trust. You are trying to earn the trust of a neighborhood, and this is going to take a while. Now, you do want to make sure that it's legal what you're doing. Whatever you plan to do, that it's actually legal to do it. Maybe you need a permit. If you're going to do a concert or something, you probably need a permit. A cleanup event, I doubt it, but maybe you need a permit for something. Check in on the permits. Check in on the legality of it. You want to make sure that you are on solid wood, because there's nothing worse than starting an event and saying, oh, I can't do that. That's illegal. I'm sorry. I'm backing out now. Well, then you look worse than when you first started. Now, next is you have to have a theme. Let's talk about themes. You have to have a theme for the event. You want to name the event. Neighborhood cleanup event probably is a little too vague. Neighborhood springtime sweep up, that we start drilling into it a little bit better. Attach your name to the event as a theme. It can be a byproduct of the theme. That's fine. The Guru's neighborhood cleanup event. Throw your name in. There's nothing wrong with throwing your name in as long as you are heart and soul part of the event. You want to brand this event. You want this event to become your event, and you have to do it more than once. Maybe it's a twice a year cleanup event. Maybe you're doing it, maybe you're in your 3rd or 4th year and you're already seeing results. This is huge. Now, it's better when you have more than one type of event, but you have to theme the event as to make it make sense. And the theme needs to make sense year after year. So think about a timeless theming of the event. You don't want to theme it something that's so specific to the 2022 cleanup. That's wonderful, except it times out after this year. That's no good. You want something that doesn't time out. You want something that holds brand awareness over time and has your name built into it. So you are promoting your brand, you're promoting your name, you're promoting a benefit for the community. You're promoting something that will be locked into memory and be memorable. That's what you want. is something, if you're putting on a neighborhood barbecue and rummage sale party, that's terrific. Combine that with a neighborhood cleanup afterwards. You'd be surprised how little cleanup there probably actually is. But the fact that you're actually branding yourself, that you're going to come and clean something up, people will be overwhelmingly impressed, because people don't do it. They come in for the main event and then they're gone. You want to show that you can come back and attach yourself to people and show the value. You want to be talked about in the positive light as a realtor that's giving back to the community, and you want to do it humbly without the commission breath all over them that you're trying to sell their house. You don't ever have to say, I'll sell your house. It's an understated thing. It's always there. They'll see in the documents what you are. That's fine. Getting this over to new people who have never done it before, it's difficult for them to see the value. And I understand why. Because you're putting your labor out and you can hardly believe you're doing it. But then next year, all of a sudden, things start to happen. As you continue to be involved with that same neighborhood, that same association, that same area begins to remember who you are. How do you think people pick somebody to sell the largest asset of their life? Well, they're going to pick somebody that they trust. How do you earn trust? Well, you have to have many pieces of awareness that come before it. People don't just step out and say, oh, you're a realtor, I trust you. That's not how it works. In fact, it might work the opposite way. I can tell you as an attorney, I thought when I became a licensed attorney, once upon a time, people would automatically, just out of the gate, trust me. And that is not how it works. And it's not how it works for any other profession. People are suspicious. People don't trust you. They have a lot to lose in these types of professions, particularly realtors, where we are controlling nearly 1/4 of the macro economy. And even bigger than that, you're controlling the largest asset that most people will ever own in their life, and that is their home. And how do they trust you with their... This is why people say, no, I'm going to use my cousin. I'm going to use my nephew. I'm going to use my uncle. I have a member of the family. I have a close, dear family friend. It's not that close, dear family friend has proven theirself. They haven't proven theirself at all. In most cases, there's been no proving. The proof came prior to that, in the relationship of the family. You can step in and prove yourself and take that position by being part of that relationship that is trusted. And now suddenly people are talking about you long term, and they say, oh, well, you've got to use John Doe. He helped that one and that one. You know, Mary and Joe and Bill and Amy, they all sold or purchased their homes to that person, and it worked, and it turned out wonderful for them. That's where you want to be with a neighborhood cleanup event eventually, but don't think this is going to happen in just a day. It won't. Just to be honest about it, it won't. I know I'm probably going to get comments about this already, saying, yeah, here on a Monday morning, oh, Rod, you're being too harsh. I want to be real with you when you're going to build your business. There are ways to build it today, and there are ways to build it long term. And we're talking a long-term method of building your business to harvest fantastic results. But it takes longer. It takes simply longer. Okay, you want to make sure that you're not doing everything. Part of doing one of these projects is the fact that you're not doing everything. But you are the one delegating responsibility as the host of the event. So people need to be able to know who to turn to that is the organizer of the event. I'm not even asking you to take a shovel out there and start cleaning the gutter. I'm not asking you to do anything, but I am asking you to do the following. Be the organizer of the event, which may include you setting up a table. It may include going door to door. It's going to include things like flyers. It's going to include a lot of handshaking. It's going to include a lot of conversations because you're the organizer of an ongoing event for the neighborhood, and that requires delegation. You've got to delegate. You've got to be involved. All right. I would love it if you'd take a moment and like the show. I would love it if you'd hit that like button. It tells me we are helping you build your business bigger than larger, ever than larger imagined. Also, make a comment. What community events have you been involved in? What have you done that has built your business, not instantly, but over long term, you have gotten results? If you've been in this business like I have been for a lot of years, you need to help show people how you have done this. There's lots of communities out there that have nobody. Most communities, by the way, have nobody out there helping them. The opportunity is nearly endless. I would even say it is, at this point, it is endless. Start doing it. But I'd like to hear comments from you. What have you done? For those of you who've been in the business longer, what have you done to harvest business longer term? How have you been involved in the community? What workshops have you put on? What community events have you hosted and been the delegator of the responsibilities? That you were the person, and you are the person currently people are coming to get the advice. Then I'd like you to go over to YouTube if you're not there. Of course, follow us on social media, and in YouTube, subscribe to the channel where we can help you build your business every day. Become a Guru members only, and we will help you build your business bigger than ever imagined. On YouTube, and it's right down here in the banner, you can go there and we will help you build your business larger, faster. I want you to have the income only imagined and even bigger than that. Okay, now, next, you've got to feed the people. You have to, if you're putting on an event and you're putting on some community cleanup event, you've got to feed the people. Don't expect people to show up and then you just say, okay, well, thank you so much. I'm the one doing this and I get all the glory and you're out of here. Part of making it an event is networking. This ultimately is a networking opportunity. All of these events for you are networking opportunities. And part of being able to network is putting food in the mouths of the people. And never complain about who shows up to take the food. You know, is it, well, do you live in the house that you're not even part of this area and you're taking a hamburger? That's okay. You never, because you don't know where the next opportunity is going to come from. And you want to look honorable about it. So feed the people and feed them well. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. You know, it can be hot dogs, hamburgers and hot dogs, but it doesn't have to be steak or some kind of, you know, wonderful ribs and things like that. But you do have to feed them and feed them well, and don't complain about it. Finally, you've got to know this. You need to have fun. If you're not the one having fun, believe me, nobody else is having fun. You have to show your excitement about it. You have to show your passion about it. Now, most of you aren't going to be as passionate as I am when I go out to do a cleanup event. That's okay. Show the passion in the way that you show the passion. Be involved. Show passion for the event. Have fun. Show that you're having fun. Don't hold back. Be the one that is having fun. And don't make a ridiculous thing of yourself. That's not what this is about. You don't want to go out and be the one with a lampshade on your head. That is absolutely not where you're going with this. But you do need to have fun at the event. You need to showcase that you are the one not only delegating responsibilities, you're hosting it, you are there for the community, but you are happy to do it. People will translate. There's a whole translation going on here. People will translate what's happening. And that translation is if you're unhappy and you're begrudgingly to do something, they will translate that into, well, they're just here doing this. They don't really want to be doing it. That's not the spin that you want. In fact, you want to combine all this into a happy event. You want to be taking pictures. You want to be offering pictures to other people, instantly posting it on social media as to what's going on, and you want to show happy moments for a cleanup event. You want to have balloons. Have a party about the cleanup. Cleanup doesn't mean it's not a party. Cleanup doesn't mean that you just bring in a broom and a truck. That's not what it means. Cleanup means that you are having a good time and a party atmosphere. And it usually includes things like balloons, music, and food. 3 critical aspects of any kind of event. Yeah, balloons, because balloons are always fun. Music, because music sets an atmosphere. Music sets an atmosphere that you will want set. And of course, you can't broadcast it for multiple blocks. You're going to want to have an epicenter for where the organization of this is actually happening. That's good. Come over to the corner of 4th and Main. This is where we're delegating who is doing what spot. And you're coming back here and you're getting your hot dogs and you're getting your drinks. And we have a truck where we're loading up the garbage bags. And you're organizing the event. And you're having fun with the event as the organizer. And you're taking pictures. Have a photo area, maybe in front of the garbage truck. Because that, if it's a cleanup event, that would make sense. And people are slipping over there and make it fun with balloons right in front of the garbage truck. This is how you pull the event together and you get talked about. Have a banner with your theme, and remember your theme has your name in it. That's how you tie it together long term. And of course, always, never forget. Never forget planning your next event while at the first event. Well, at that event that is currently going on, planning your next event with a calendar, with a theme. Of course, the theme needs to be tied together, and the event dates need to be published. That way people plan. People put these things on their calendar. People begin to plan in advance as to what's going on. And they say, you know what, I can get rid of this old piece of garbage at this community cleanup event that they host every 6 months. They do it in the spring, they do it in the fall, and we do it regular. And I'm going to begin to plan for this. Oh, and it's the Guru cleanup for the real estate thing. They're helping us with our neighborhood. That's the kind of spin that you want. And then hosting the pictures on social media. And then, of course, you're going to collect names because you're saying, okay, who's doing this part of the street over here? Okay, this is this person. Let me give me your name. And then you're going to collect things like a phone number and an email. So then you can put them on your social media and show them the pictures. Because people love to be involved in something like that. The understated part is that you are building a long-term business And that is what's going to count. Now, we have so many ways to build your business, larger than ever imagined. Right down here in the banner, we have our Kickstarter program. Our Kickstarter program has two pieces to it. First, we have a course that you go through. You time yourself going through the course, has all the essential components of building your business. Second, we have one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching to build your business larger than ever imagined. On top of that, on the course and the coaching, we have a 100% money-back guarantee. That's what you're always looking for, because this means the people doing it believe in their own product. They believe in their own service. And this is always what you're looking for, is people putting their self in a position of, I believe in you. I believe in the career that you have chosen, and we can help you build larger than ever imagined. I'm your real estate guru. This is Real Estate Daily, helping you build your business every single day. I'll be talking to you tomorrow.